FX, what's popping? Yo, tell me why these trading shorts get like way more views than my actual videos that I take a lot of time to make. I don't know. But so weekly recap, man. Weekly recap of GJ. The week started. Oh, first of all, what I'm gonna put in the description, and I've edited a whole bunch of past videos descriptions. I'm gonna put my Telegram in in the chat. It's free signals. I'm gonna put my ass to on the line, and I'm gonna be sending out free signals. I posted it on now I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I put my link tree on my Instagram. It's still just me in there. Nobody's joined. I haven't put it out anywhere. I just put it in my bio. I haven't put it anywhere. But yeah, on this video, I'm gonna put the Telegram description in there. So I'm gonna start sending out free signals, and I'm gonna do that. So that'll be dope. And anybody who wants to go in there, I'm gonna send it all probably this month, if there is any this month. And I didn't know if December would be a good month to trade. Fantastic. I was low key sitting out because I thought it wasn't gonna be good. It's fucking fantastic, and it moves just fine. So I'm gonna probably be sending signals this month, and then I'm gonna do it for an entire year straight. That's the goal from all of 2022. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna show people what I can do, and then I'm gonna put out actual paid signals 2023. So this week, what happened is we had a few good trades. So what happened is the week started right here. If we go up, we can see, okay, price is pretty going a lot of back testing. Price is going pretty bearish at the moment. And then we come up, right? So the week starts right on that candle. From the very beginning, we can have this entire trade planned for the entire week, right? We can have that trade planned, and when price comes up, gives us a nice rejection, closes at 5. We can take shorts from right here. Stop loss can be right above, and then we can take our shorts down to the next level, and that could be the trade. We could be done for the week off of that trade. We got a nice little 1 to 2. Maybe if you had a smaller stop, it could have been a 1 to 2.5, whatever. And that's that. So now what happens is price wicks, and it's kind of in this consolidation. We know overall we have bearish momentum right now. So price stalling right here probably shouldn't affect us at all, right? It probably shouldn't affect us if price is just hanging out right here, right here, right here, giving us this nice bullish rejection. It probably shouldn't. I mean, it could be a sign that we are going to turn around. But you also got to notice the fact that when price came up here, look at the rejections we had. Look how we created a lower high. Price came up here, created another lower high. And then when it came right here, we got a nice little candle rejection. You could have taken it off that. And then with this, got a break and a retest. Honestly, you probably would have hit a break even on this trade, maybe a stop loss, because it didn't go very far. If you would have entered with the spread, something like that, stop loss would have been like right there. So maybe you could have hit your 1 to 2. But like, I also saw this and wouldn't have entered on any of those. And then this candle would have been the candle I would have entered on, but I didn't enter on that one. But that one would have been a break-even trade. So, that's how it goes. Sometimes it looks beautiful and it doesn't really play out like you want it to. And then this trade was beautiful right here. So what happened is we had strong push. We had this big supply zone right here, this big candle. Price, so in this entire range right there, price pulled back up, right? And look at the rejection we got off of it. At this point, you could just sell straight off of it, but if you're not confident, then don't, right? Price had a nice rejection, so you could have sold off of this candle or this candle. Then price pulled back up. We had another supply zone. You could have entered in any of these shooting stars, these dojis, and then taken that trade. So anywhere right in here could have been your entry, and then taking it down. That would have been great. And then price broke structure again, right? Creating more lower lows. So we can expect another lower high. Price came back up to this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You probably could have entered right up on that. Right up on that shooting star. You could have entered on that engulfing. You could have entered right there. And then with this break and retest, probably not. candle was way too big. It's probably not going to happen. But that gives you 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5. So maybe 4 to 5 total entries you could have got in the entire week. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. I am thinking about going back to the POIs. If anybody, I don't know if anybody has been here who's been here for a while. I used to use a lot of POIs. I used to use hidden demands, hidden supplies. There's videos back on it. But I'm thinking about doing it because I can use the same exact structure that I've been using for a while now. Selling resistance, selling resistance, buying support. Why is it doing that? And I can use that same format to approach trading, but I can also get much better entries. And from now, for my back testing, from going back to it, I know I said the POIs were not that great in a video a few months ago. I'm reconsidering it, man. I'm reconsidering it. I think I'm going to go back into it. And if I do that, we can see, like right here, we could have had entries off of this hidden supply zone, right? We could have, why does it keep doing that? We could have had entries right here as if having a sell limit off of that supply zone, and then an entry like that. We could have had entries off of this supply zone, right? Having entries like that. We could have had entries off of this supply zone. We could have had entries off of this little hidden supply right there, and had much better entries than other one before, where it barely even hit a 1 to 2. We could have hit a 1 to 5. So I'm just thinking about going back to it, and I'm thinking that that might be the move. And the reason is just it, for one, it's limits, and I'm not a huge fan of using, I mean, candle confirmations are fantastic, but it's just like using limits is so much less time consuming, which is dope. But it also, like, the risk rewards are crazy. And from my back testing, I've been back testing it for a few hours. It seems like it's a tiny bit more accurate sometimes. I don't know why, but it seems like I don't lose as many times when I'm using these than using candle confirmations. I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking about going back to it, man. I mean, candle confirmations are dope. It's just if I can, find a way to really make this work, which using this format of selling resistance, buying support, break retest, pullback entries, with the hidden demands, hidden supplies, supply zones, demand zones, hidden demand zone, hidden supply zone. Why not? And it's the same exact shit of just going along with structure. And like I know I broke down this trade right here last time I did the last video. Like right here, this trade, it would have been a 9 to 1, man. If you go here, we have this big level, price broke out of it. You go down to the time frames like I used to, 30, 15, 5. We have a hidden supply right there. Put a sell limit right on the hidden supply. The stop loss, even if it goes up right here, stop loss is way above where you need it to be. And then look how it taps it, and it's like, it's kind of bringing me back. I'm like, damn, like this is actually kind of nice. Just taps it and goes, and it's like it's a beautiful thing, because I see this and I'm like, I see this at 10 a.m. right? Obviously I'm not going to enter at that time, but I see that and I'm like, okay, all I got to do is put a sell limit, right? And then I just leave the fucking thing, and then I set alerts so I know when to put my stop profit in and all that, and that's it. And it's like the stop losses are so much better, and from what I've been back testing, I think I can make it work, and I think I can get better results. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to it, man. It just seems so much better than what I'm doing right now. So I think I'm gonna head back to that. I think I just convinced myself in this video. But yeah, man, this is GJ recap. We could have had this entry, this entry, this entry could have happened with the limits. All of those entries could have happened with candle confirmations, and I'll show you how this one could have happened with with the limits. So price broke straight through, closed clean. Go to the 30, the 15, the 5. You see on the 5, let's look at the 5. Look how it's right there. And then we have that one up there, so we have to be careful and be like, okay, well, there's 2 of them, so we got to make sure that we are not, gonna get stopped out. So we have that. Sell limits right there, and then we can take, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever. And look how it went all the way a 1 to almost 6. Right? Look how big of a difference that is. And all I had to do was just set the limit. And I think I'm gonna do that, man. I think I'm gonna go back, fixing the issues that I said before of how sometimes there's multiple POIs, like there was right there. Just use both of them. Use both of them. Put the stop loss above both of them. Getting stopped out sometimes when I shouldn't have. Make the stop loss a little bit bigger instead of trying to have stop loss right on top of the damn zone like I used to. The biggest thing is, I remember that video I made on AAU when I was scalping it. The video was about how there was those 3 movements and there was no POIs. That's the biggest issue. That's the biggest problem. But from my back testing, from what I've seen in the last few times I've back tested, there's at least 2 trades every single week using these limits. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know, maybe I'll break down candle confirmations because it is a beautiful way to trade. And there's upsides to both. There's upsides to candle confirmations, there's upsides to using limits, and there's downsides to both. But yeah, man, that's the GJ weekly breakdown. There was, at least 4 trades this week you could have caught. This one at 5, this one at 8, this one at 10, this one at 5 in the morning, this one at 1 in the morning, all around London session. And then this one for the limits would have been around the same. So that's it, man. OFX out.